Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am here with yet another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a U-part wig. Here is just some of the things that you are going to be needing along with a mannequin head. And using this cap, I'm going to go ahead and pin that to the head that I'm going to be using. One of the reasons why I love using this kind of cap is because you can have an idea of where the ear tabs are going to be along with the leave out. And on here, I'm just showing the measuring tape because before I started recording, I went ahead and put the cap on my head and basically sketched out with a eyeliner, like white eyeliner, where my leave out was going to be and basically how long and how wide the leave out part is going to be. And of course, that part is optional. You don't have to make it as big or as wide as I did, but personally for U-part wigs, I like my leave out to be a lot just so I can be versatile with the leave out. But of course, the key is to get a head that is at least the same size as your head so everything fits perfectly. I'm going to start off from the ear tab and basically sew one track from ear to ear. And then I'm going to cut that, then start off on the bottom and basically go back and forth, as you can see here. Another reason why I like using this cap is because it gives you kind of like a guideline, and I use that to basically tie where the track is ending. So from here on the other side, I'm going to tie the track. I also tie it in the middle, as you can see here, and I tie it on the other side. And then from there, I'm just going to keep on sewing back and forth. This tutorial, or not even this tutorial, this DIY or how-to is very easy. All you have to do is basically map out where your leave out is going to be, make sure your styrofoam head is your exact same head size, and you're just sewing back and forth. When I sew, I don't go through the web, I go basically around it, and then of course with tying it, when I get to the end, I put it through the weft and I tie it around, well, I wrap it around the needle, and that makes its own knot. And this whole time as I'm going back and forth with me sewing, tying, sewing, and tying, the track is basically going in a U shape. And the reason why I do this is so not all of the hair is on the sides, and that it builds up basically volume in the middle of the head instead of on the sides. And once I get close to where my leave out is going to be, that is where you're going to be seeing me going back and forth only and not going all the way to the opposite side of the cap to the other side of the cap. I'm just going to be focusing on the middle. And just pointing out a couple of things here, I don't cut my tracks unless it's necessary. Granted, I do cut them sometimes if I feel like it's going to be too bulky, but most of the times I'm able to fold it over and just keep on going. Now, if I feel like there's no space to fold over, I just go ahead and cut it because it's not that serious to me. But if you're able to fold it over seamlessly, go ahead and do that. But me preferably, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Just go ahead and cut the track. Now in this clip, I'm basically pointing out where you can see how there's a little dip, and from there I'm just going to go back before I start sewing the track. once I fold that back and I go to the other side, it levels out for the other side. And once I'm done sewing that, this is what I mean by me cutting it instead of folding it back. Cut that track. Then I'm going to take the track that I just cut off, bring it to the other side and start sewing again. And once I get towards the end, I do a little curve at the front just so I can have that track fall on the front of my face. And of course, starting off, I want to go ahead and tie it first before I just go ahead and start sewing. And once I have that tied, I can go ahead and start sewing to the opposite side, doing the same thing, curving up. And then from there, I'm pretty much done. I'm just going to focus on building up the sides as I build up the middle. Here is another close-up of me just showing you what I meant by me curving it on the top. And then again, I'm going to cut that track because I don't want to fold it over and have a big old bulge right in the front of my head. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that and then take that track, bring it back down and fill up the sides to where the line, the white line is of where my leave out is going to start. And here is the finished product. Everything is sewn neatly. The hair is very nice. It's a kinky straight texture I got from Tinashe. And then from here on out, since I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that part off. Once I cut that excess cap off, I'm going to be using this Loctite super glue. You can get this at Walmart. And this is optional. You don't have to do this, but I personally like to, just to seal that cap and it's not basically an unraveling seam. And of course, you want to let this dry for a good, I want to be on the safe side, and you can say a good like 4 to 5 hours. And once it's all dry, you can go ahead and sew it on your head. Of course, you can add clips on the back and on the side and just snap that in. Me personally, I like to sew it in my head. And here you can see the finished product. It blends seamlessly with my leave out. I love this texture, and I chose this texture for this exact reason. Hopefully I made this easy for you guys to catch on and do it on yourself. If you have any questions, please leave some comments down below. Continue to like and subscribe to my channel. I am still on the road to 1K, and thank you guys so much for supporting me. Again, I'll catch you in my next one, and thank you guys for the support.